What's this episode going to be about?
Oh, you know, it's a
condiment episode?
No, dude. You know, what is that?
Nope. Nope.
Come
I'm
on.
not saying
Come on,
it.
say
I'm
it.
not saying it.
Say it! Catch-up episode! You missed out. It was great. It was a catch-up episode. Because we're catching up to the stuff that we missed because we were gone for a week.
Hi everyone, welcome to GameGorgon. My name's Indigo.
And I'm Crew!
And today we're going to be catching up on all of the things.
Basically, we just went on to the internet and found 4 stories that we wanted to address that we probably would have considered addressing on Wednesday of last week. We're just going to talk about them briefly and make memes, and it's going to be fun. If you want to check out the sources for these things, they're going to be in the show notes, which you can find in the description. And if you want us to cover any of them in depth, because I honestly think a couple of these we can cover in depth.
Some of them, no.
One of them definitely not. One of them is very just me being self-serving. You can let us know, and we will gladly do that if that's something that you want to see. The first thing, EA did a survey. I know it's EA, and I know you maybe don't necessarily trust them. Period, end of sentence. You probably just don't trust them. This seems like a pseudo well put together study of their customers. And it also just kind of sheds some very positive light on hope for the future.
Okay.
Which I thought was great. So they surveyed 2,500 people, or at least
which is what, 1% of their
a
audience?
very small sample size. And I was going to say it is a very small sample size, and I don't know what percent of people responded.
Sure.
Because it could be that somebody saw that, oh, these are the kinds of questions they're asking, and were like, nope, and clicked out, which would skew the results. Statistics are the most dangerous math in the world. The people they surveyed were ages 13 to 54, which let's take a step back.
That's 2 demographics or more.
That's 3 demographics for sure. Pre-adults to people that are adults. Because some of these, the questions that are interesting here are ones that are about really important social issues.
Sure.
Ages 13 to 17, if you are those ages, I respect you as a person, but I don't respect your opinions on those things. It's just
I do.
You need some time.
Him.
No, you need some time. You need some time.
I respect your.
I didn't know about those things when I was 13 years
Yeah,
old.
but you can't determine, just because you're looking at your personal aspect and implying it on an entire generation
True,
of people.
I am doing that.
You are an old fogey.
It's not about the generation.
You're an old fogey. Oh, that generation of kids, they're over there on their iPads and their internets and they don't even know what a...
I'm just saying it's a very nuanced issue.
I think it's more
I think
impactful now than when we were in that age
I
group.
agree.
That's what the difference, I think.
I'm not trying to fight for this till my dying breath. I'm just saying, from my perspective, when I was that young, there was a lot of misleading media that kind of centered around stuff like this. If I feel as a young person that I was represented, I felt like everyone was represented.
Sure.
Because it's a lot harder, I think, at that age to think outside of the scope of your own worldview. Way easier to have an informed opinion about something like that when you're older.
Sure.
That's it. I'm not trying to say young people are dumb. I know tons of young people that are smart.
Think about our D&D group on Monday nights
Yes.
with Adrian. Look at our 2 youngest players.
Yes.
This specific question to them, how important do they find diversity?
Probably incredibly. But they're learning from people that are conscientious of these things.
Yeah.
Not everybody has that
But that's why, okay.
in their
so-
life. Let's talk about what the issue is.
Okay.
Is that fair? Can we do that?
Sure, go.
Can we agree that I'm an
Okay.
old fogey?
Yes.
Okay, great, cool. The question they asked, and I'm going to read it for fear of misquoting it. How important is it for gaming companies / studios to make their games more inclusive towards a diverse audience?
So the percentages
Yeah.
of people that find this important is 56% find it important.
Yes.
Which should be higher.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
That's still
great.
That's still great.
Higher than I would
Yes.
have expected.
Yes, very much.
Especially, and I hate to say this, especially amongst EA's audience.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
But
He's gonna be ageist. We'll both be EAist.
just a little.
Then next 31% of people found neutral, so they're like, whatever stuff happens, I don't care.
I think is not ideal, but it's better than the 13% that's just said it's not important.
Yeah.
The 13% of people that are always represented in games and don't see the issue.
That's exactly where
Probably.
That's exactly where I feel that 13% is it's not important. I'm already being represented. If you want to play a game that you identify with, then you should go play that game. Those games need to be made for those people to like.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
This study, like, bottom line, doesn't really tell us anything.
I mean, no.
There's a lot of other super interesting information, like what's the biggest reason you don't play games or you don't play games with other people? And it's like, I find them too hard, and then toxicity. The research isn't necessarily like ironclad and like perfectly done, and they don't give you 100% of the information you need to know to determine that for yourself. It does like quantify issues that we all inherently know to be true just by experiencing them as gamers in general. I think giving it a read is worth your time if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Hopefully this means that we're going to see a more diverse class of games coming out in the future.
I hope so.
Completely cool with it.
Yep.
This is the one that I please don't go to the comments and be like, talk to us about this one, because I'm gonna be honest,
We're not gonna.
I'm not going to.
Well, okay, hold on. We're totally accepting sponsorships. Like,
Yes.
I will talk about it 100% if I get one for free and they're like, hey, we'll give you this chair for free, but we want you to talk about it in a video. I'll be like, yep.
Krug is talking about a gaming chair. Was it the Respawn 900? Yeah.
I didn't do much research about this.
He saw an ad.
I saw an ad on a website, and I was like, damn, that's a fine looking chair. So, like, here's the thing.
Google got him. Really, that's what it was.
Google got me.
Google was like, yo, this is the type of person
Targeted
you are.
ads.
Boom.
Targeted me right here. It's right in the...
I looked at the chair. The chair looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I agree with you, it's a console chair where it's like, it sits in one place and it rotates.
Doesn't have
It
wheels.
doesn't have wheels.
I think you could still pull it off, though, if you had the right kind of desk.
Yeah, it leans back and feet come up like a recliner. It's got a multitude of colors. It looks comfy. It's got a cup holder in it.
Not sponsored. It sounds like it is right now.
No,
but
it's not. No, if it was, you would see hashtag ad down there.
We'd also be sitting in one.
Yes.
Well,
I'd be like, cool, let's talk about this super awesome chair.
The reason that we're putting this in here is, one, if you have had experience with this company or this chair, let us know down in the comments, because, you know, why not?
Krug wants one and wants your opinion.
Yeah, why not just like use this platform to get free advice? And then two, if you are this company and you're watching this video, go down in the comments and tell us that you want to give us free chairs.
And honestly, the pricing on it isn't that bad.
It doesn't seem that bad. It might be suspiciously cheap.
Sure.
Like, it looks really big and really comfortable, and it's very cheap. So either they're just kind of like trying to disrupt the industry and bring the overall profit margin down so that they can get more sales, or they skipped on some stuff.
Well, they're also,
one of those two things.
They're also not a huge name.
Sure.
Like, I haven't seen.
They're not $600 DX Racer. Like,
exactly. Like, you see DX Racers everywhere, and that's why they're like $5.99. You're just like, oh, and then you get it, and you're like,
not worth. Buyer's remorse.
I mean, I own a DX Racer, and it's definitely broken, and I've definitely had to glue parts back onto it.
I own a knockoff Amazon brand that I got for substantially less than Indigo, but it hurts my butt, which is, you know, the opposite of what the chair's supposed to do.
Crew just needs a little bit more cushion for the pushing.
Well, and moving on to the next thing.
Speaking of sponsorship,
yeah, right?
EA supposedly gave Ninja, a streamer, $1 million to play Apex.
I like how you explained to our audience who Ninja is, as though, like,
look,
they need
I
that.
gotta be honest with you. When I think Ninja, all I think about is Ninja at Times Square New Year's Eve trying to get people to floss.
If you got no one, just move. I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh my God, this is not that big.
The people who broke it were like, are supposedly have somebody that's close to Ninja that's like, ooh, look at how much money he made. But like, nobody knows for sure. Good job, dude.
Yeah. I'm not going to knock Ninja for taking $1 million paycheck because he was offered $1 million. Cool, you're gonna offer me $1 million to play your game? I'm gonna play your game.
I just would like to interrupt this regularly scheduled content to bring you, if you are an RPG company that has $1 million that they want to give us in order for us to play your RPG, let us know down in the comments.
I'm gonna take that a step further. Even if you're a video game company, I will take $1 million.
If
it
there's
doesn't have
any
to be
reason
RPG.
that you want to give us $1 million, we'll probably do the thing you want.
Yeah, like,
but like, I think, well,
look, I have a price.
Yes.
And so does my wife.
Abort conversation. Hard abort conversation. I wish I could get a picture of your face right now. It's such like a...
I was implying that she was the one that controls the price.
I understand.
There has been some backlash with it, though. oh, you can pay Ninja $1 million, but you can't pay your developers and designers and stuff like that more money. I don't know how I feel about that because one, I don't know how much their development team is getting paid. That $1 million is considered to be advertisement money, right?
Yeah.
And with larger corporations and larger companies, each team and each branch has different allotments of money that the overarching company says, okay, this is how much money you have for development.
Yeah.
This has, and so that money that would have went there would have come from advertisement money and not development money.
They would have spent $5 million on advertising the game regardless of who they gave it to. And it's the marketing people's job to optimize that $5 million, to say, okay, we need to get as much out of this $5 million as possible. How do we do that? If they determine that giving $1 million of it to Ninja to stream it for X amount of time is the right way to go about doing that, then who cares? Also, not Ninja's fault because Ninja doesn't know how much those people get paid.
Well,
like, you can't expect him to go in and be like, well, okay, I'll take your $1 million, but you have to give all your engineers a raise. Like, that's not how life works.
And let's take that a step further, right? By Ninja playing it, and the advertisement team says that this is the best way that we can spend this $1 million, and it is successful. A lot of people see Ninja playing it, and now you have a bunch of people leaving Fortnite over to Apex. That means the Apex team is going to continuously have a job and going to have more time to develop more products and going to, so like...
Not that they don't also deserve fair compensation, but like...
100%. Yeah. I feel that they deserve fair compensation, but I
don't know if they're... Yeah.
I just feel that it's not fair to say because this group of people got X amount of money that this group of people should have gotten more, because I don't know the differentiation between the two.
Yeah.
Done talking about Ninja. Next. What's next?
We're talking about Google.
Okay. The people that specifically targeted you for a chair.
Yeah. Google's announcing something at GDC, which is the Game Developer Conference.
I would like to point out the first time I heard Krug say that, I thought he said EDC, and I was like, why would they be like, we're going to be streaming?
We think it's going to be Project Stream, which if you don't know what that is, we did a video on it. Hey, guess what? We're going to use this mashup video in order to advertise one of our other videos, because that's how YouTube works. Click on the link somewhere, probably in the description, to go watch that video. It's about Project Stream. Project Stream's like a live streaming service for games, the
Correct.
Netflix for video games. You pay a sub, you get access to games, you play the games over the internet without having to download them.
Yep, that's the key thing.
Which is the cool part about it. You don't have to like use your hard drive space, and supposedly like, oh, it's super low latency, and like you get 60 FPS, and like, woo.
And we actually had a friend of ours play and was on Project Stream and just got to keep the game, because originally they're like, hey, you have X amount of time.
Yeah, it was Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, you have X amount of time to play Assassin's Creed, and at the end of it, we're taking it away. Well, they were like, hey, thanks for being a part of this. You get to keep it.
Yeah.
I really would like to see titles, like what games that they're going to be providing.
Yeah.
And we'll be connecting with you again in the summer to share more details on the games you'll get to play at launch and beyond.
I want to see a price point, first of all.
Price point, and I think price point and what titles that you're gonna have access to is what the key. Because they can say it's $1, but then all you get is Assassin's Creed. I'm like, I'm not interested.
If you want to see us cover it, let us know down in the comments. Boom, more interaction for us.
And while you're down there in the comments, make sure to hit the like button.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button.
Oh God, yes.
Hit the bell icon, and then head over to Twitter and talk to me there at IndigoQT.
And you can talk to me at QueueTimes on Twitter, or you can talk to both of us at each and every one of these social media things down below, except for Facebook. We'll see you next time.